Welcome back, friends, to more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I was helping this dying Uruk. Sir, look, he fell in a great battle here. We're trying to figure out what happened, and he keeps promising to tell me, but not before I run errands for him. I feel like he's making a fool out of me, but either way, let's continue to run errands for him. There's an orc that stole his gold, and he wants it back, so let me go and try and get it. Looks like it's probably this dude. Distinctive orc scavenger. So I got the gold. Let me just get on my regular pony for now since it's a fairly short distance. And then I still need to go back into the underwall, the cave system, and defeat one of the orcs there. That's where I was, but then this quest was on the way, so anyways.
Zerluk can reach even from the grave for its vengeance.
You found it. Well done. That orc now knows that Zerluk can reach even from this grave for his vengeance. Ha! Zerluk's laughter is interrupted by a fit of coughing, but he does not seem to mind. It feels good to have my gold again. No one steals from me and lives, even if I must give vermin like you to carry out my will. But you wanted to hear the tale of what happened in this place, and now I will tell it to you.
This is the tale, and may it rot your innards slowly.
If you are a friend to he who decorated this glade, it will bring you no comfort. Zerluk bares his teeth in a grin. I was with Ugluk's company of Isengarders, and my orders were to capture halflings. Halflings like you, as it was, alive, unspoiled, and unsearched. It was. I asked no questions, and no one with a brain would have either. Orders was orders. If I did not bear these injuries, I would bring you back to the tower myself. But it's not to be. Filthy maggot, a blight on all the halflings. We found 2 of the little worms. They bit, they did, and stabbed at us with sharp knives. Killed some of us, not far from here. But some of the boys picked them up. They struggled. They had no strength. We made it to this glade when Zerluk's body is racked by another fit of coughing. So, this makes sense. If you guys remember, we are here near the Argonath. If you remember, there was a band of Uruk-hai that chased the Fellowship along this very area. And it sounds like Merry and Pippin are the little halflings he's talking about.
We had to fight.
Once this coughing subsides, Zerluk continues with his account. He came charging out of the trees, a man possessed, his sword whirling around him in a wide arc. We had to fight. He killed many of us, and we had to retreat. We doubled back on him as he made his way down the hill in the company of many archers. Many archers. Zerluk's laughter bubbles out of him noisily. He gave me this gash across my belly, and I fell here. I pretended to be dead. The warrior did not last much longer than that. He was still alive when his friends arrived, but Zerluk's breath has gone ragged, but he still looks like he has enough life to look up at you slightly. So of course we know that Boromir is the hero he's talking about, who came down and slew all these orcs.
The warrior had friends. A man, an elf, and a dwarf.
But they arrived too late to save him, and were preparing to carry the warrior away when Zerluk grins. When Ugluk's boys circled around and slew them all, the elf loosed all of his arrows. See? Them all around, and the dwarf killed many, but it was no use. They joined their friend in death. That is my tale. Now leave me be to die. I am content. Leave me. So he is dead. So quite interesting. We got a little bit of the account of what's actually happened to the Fellowship of the Ring. But obviously we know he lied with his last words of the story there, we know that obviously Gimli and Legolas and Aragorn did not die. So that was a lie on his account. That's okay. Let me keep going south so that I can... is this... I need to get, like, up there, right? I need to get on the road. Yep, I think this looks about right. I have made it an effort to try and be a little bit more creative with my reading for this series. You know, just kind of robotically reading the text. Probably not that exciting. I want to try to add a little bit of spices to it, you know? Make it a little bit juicier for you guys. Hope you enjoy it. I will say, it kind of tires out your throat after a while. My throat feels kind of scratchy and I feel like I need a drink or something, but anyways. I'm just gonna keep going. So the cave entrance should be around here somewhere. I'm pretty sure. I think right here, right? Yes, yes, right where that flag is. Maybe in here. Yep. Alright, in we go. Very good. And I believe that the orc I'm looking for is going to be in the southernmost chamber here. Unless he's in the northmost chamber, which would be very awkward because I really went out of my way to get here. There he is. Sweet, the underwall captain. You led us on a pretty chase, Hobbit. Now it's the end of the road for you, and me and my boys will bring you back to Moria in pieces. You were right to abandon your wizard on that bridge. You would have died with him if you had stayed and fought instead of running away and hiding in your elf woods. But now we found you, and this is your end. Alright, let me destroy this guy. You have defeated the underwall captain. Very good. So, what do I want to do? You know what? I think it is about time. Well... No, yeah, let's go turn it in. Let's go turn it in. Let me run all the way to this guy. Should I fast forward this? Should I? I don't know. I will. We've run these tunnels a lot. I'm gonna fast forward.
You did it. That's a good job.
You tell Isteron that what the orc said before the battle, and the lore master shrugs. I do not know what he was talking about, Kippen. Maybe he thought you were someone else? Does not matter now, I suppose. Thank you for all your help. I do not need anything else right now, so you can just let yourself out. The southernmost exit from the underwall should leave you right near the camp of my companions and where they established. If you would like help, to help them as you have helped me. Alright, let me see if there's anything good here. This one's alright, 292 agility, but I think I like what I have on a little bit better. Whatever.
You did it. That's a good job.
You have been a good help to me, it's true. What do you think, Mossy? Would Hestil welcome the aid of this hobbit? She would? Then it's decided. You should go to Hestil's camp and see if you can help my friends with their problems. They do have a lot of problems. They're camped on Parth, Galen, a grassy lawn to the southeast of here, by a small stream that runs from the large lake in the east wall. Okay. I do have another quest I need to go turn in, though. So let me go do that. Talk to Wilfirth. That's the one I want to go turn in. Let me see how it's looking on the map. Yeah, I'll just follow the road for now. I'm excited to get back into the epic storyline. Haven't really done much of that all season besides the first episode, so it'll be exciting. It's over here that I need to go, so kind of where this next quest is taking me, so it's about time.
What did you find?
Wilfirth listens to your description of the scene at the glade with an expression of growing admiration. What glory! Some great hero certainly left his mark on that place. More than a dozen dead orcs, you say? I would have liked to see our mystery friend in person. And you say you did not see a body? Where could he have gone, I wonder? Thank you for investigating that place for me, Kippen. Tales of such recent glory stir my heart and inspire me to work even harder for my people. For Rohan. Okay, so we're done here. And I think we are ready to move south to the next hub. And probably where I'm going to continue the epic storyline. So good times are ahead. Let's go. Let me see. Yeah, let me go around the stream here. And get on the road, and then I'll turn south. Do need to reforge some legendaries. Hopefully there's a Relic Master and a Forge Master over in that location. Looks like they're near those ruins. Nah, they're way past them. Have to be careful not to fall off here. With the war steed. It's always tricky maneuvering. Lots of cliffs. There's a fairly large lake there. Actually, I should probably stay up here on the high ground. I think I see the encampments just ahead. A discarded pack in the grass catches your eyes. Hold on, let me go back. There's a hidden boat. Is there a little something here? Something else? Oak branches. More oak branches. Maybe it's the hidden boat that they're talking about. Anyways, let me dismount. Really, I'm silenced. That's frustrating. There's lots of archers all around here. What did it say? A discarded pack in the grass catches your eyes. Surely it's not the boat. Maybe it is. You have found an elf-made boat from Lothlorien hidden behind a large stone away from the shore. Several packs containing supplies and other small items rest in the bottom of the boat. So I guess it is what that text was referring to. It is clear from the distance that someone carried the boat here to hide it from watchful eyes. Several of the packs in the bottom of the boat seem to have been rifled recently. If you can find whoever did this, he or she may be able to shed some light on how the boat came to be hidden here. Okie dokie. Let me get on my regular mount here. So probably this is where the fellowship kind of camped out.
Your aid is welcome,
so
friend.
I will edit this as well, but I'm just gonna go to a Forge Master and reforge some of my weapons. I'll be right back though. Okay, I am reforged and ready to go.
Yes, we found that boat. Someone went to some trouble to hide it.
Rodwin listens as you describe the boat you found hidden away on the shore. Isteron said that he has never seen a boat like that, but he thinks that it must have come from the land of the elves up the river. I have no reason to doubt it. It seems like the sort of boat elves would make. Another curiosity. These elves went to the trouble of hiding their boat and then must have set off on foot, but they left many of their supplies behind. Foods, tools, garments, medicines. Why did they leave these items behind? What could compel them to leave such useful items behind, and where did they go? I met Isteron in a cave. In a cave? You're telling me the truth? No, Isteron. I'm starting to believe that we are never going to leave this place. Should I start building a house right here on the shore of the river?
My name is Rodwin, and I am a champion of Gondor and an adventurer for hire.
Well met, Hobbit. I have come north from Gondor with my friends in search of glory and coin, not necessarily in that sequence, but now we have run into some trouble. We lost Cuilin not long ago after leaving Car Andros. He was a minstrel and did not understand the need for silence at such a crucial moment. Our guardian, as staunch as a dwarf as I'd ever known, has been captured by orcs, and Isteron seems to have just wandered off. He is a lore master, so I suppose we should have expected it. He gets interested in the strangest of things and tends to follow that interest wherever it leads him, which is usually, well, away. We could use your help if you offer it. Introduce yourself to Hestel over there before he goes off more gray with worry. Come speak with me again afterward and I will answer more of your questions. So this is the soundtrack for the character creation screen back in the day. Kind of interesting. In fact, you know, my episode number 1 has like 30,000 views or something like that. That's a lot of views for a small channel like myself. But I don't have the rights to that video. It's copyrighted because I was bad at my audio editing back in the day, so I had the music too loud, and so the owner of the music claimed rights to the video. Anyways, I'm just rambling.
Yes? Are you here to help us?
Hestel listens as you offer her your aid, and then she nods curtly. Well, we'll see how much it can be of help, Kippen. We ran into trouble not long after we left Car Andros, and that was only the start. These lands were supposed to be deserted, but now they are anything but empty. Orcs have poured across the river in great numbers, and we find further passage north to be much more difficult than we planned. And our guardian has gotten himself captured.
I need everyone to be ready before we can rescue our captive guardian.
Draftley Broadshield has been a loyal companion and true through many dangerous days. The very best guardian I have ever known. He has saved the lives of every member of the band many times over. Well, except Ramdir, but he joined us only recently. And perhaps Maydell, who is able to fade into the background whenever danger threatens. And Rodwin generally can take care of herself, but he has saved some of us from time to time. Anyway, we cannot leave Draftley to the torment of the orcs that have imprisoned him. We need to organize our rescue, but first I need everyone to be ready for such a dangerous task. Help Kufaron ready a new path for us to take. Convince Ramdir that we are safe for now. Find Istaron and get his mind back where it belongs, and what am I forgetting? Your burglar. Find Maydell and help her to come up with a plan to save Draftley. That is a lot to accomplish, but we will be in your debt, Kippen. So this is pretty cool. There's like a whole fellowship here, and we're gonna be hopefully helping them out.
Well met, friend. My name is Ramdir, and I am a warden of Minas Ithil.
You are a warden, unless I miss my guess. We seek to keep alive the memory of the Tower of the Moon and the virtues that it represents. There are a few of us left in these dark days, but that makes our charge all the more important. I have traveled with this band of adventurers ever since I met them at Car Andros to the south. Our goals are not precisely aligned, but I could not make the journey north on my own, and they professed a need for another protector on the road. I did not know how badly they needed it. They have not done the first thing for ensuring their safety at this camp. It's common cause enough for now. Do you see the great rock out there in the water? It's called Tol Brandir by the elves, but to men of my kind, it is called Tindrock. It is said to be unclimbable, but I worry that the orc archer could do some hurt if he managed to make it on the perch. Swim out there to Tindrock and circle it once, looking for a sign of orc presence. It would make me feel more secure, my friend.
My name is Kufaron, and I am a hunter of great skill. Ask anyone.
Greetings to you, Warden. I will not regale you with the tales of my many accomplishments, but if you are not careful, I fear my companions might. Sauron was always very impressed with my stories of the lands to the distant east. Great beasts and dangerous birds can be found there, and I have hunted them all. Rodwin might speak of my prowess in the Southlands. Do you know those mighty four-legged monstrosities? The great Mumakil? Kufaron quickly shakes his head as you ask if he hunted one of those. Nay, not as much, but I saw one in the distance. But still, you have not seen one, have you? The hunter regains his composure. There are a lot of wild dogs around the east wall, and I do not think they are creatures of nature. Though we hear him call them swarthounds, and they seem to me to be quite evil. You should hunt them, as I plan to do. I think they could cause some trouble for us if they get too near our camp. Hold on. Before I talk to him, let me just see what this glowing thing is. Discarded pack. So this is part of the epic storyline. Cool. Oh, okay, hold on. We're not gonna do that. That's a session play. That's gonna be in its own episode. Really? Silenced? Okay. Anyways, let me talk with Rodwin and let me ask him a few questions. How many are in your party? Well, there are 8 of us. Well, 7 of us now. In the beginning, it was me and Hestil and Kufaron, our hunter, and Quilin, our minstrel. We sought fame and glory and riches and took on modest quests for even more modest treasure. But the treasures dried up and war approached, and it seemed that we were fewer people looking for adventurers for hire and more people looking out for their own skins. Before any of us knew what had happened, we had a lore master who couldn't stay focused on any single thing for more than 10 minutes, a guardian with more bravery than sense, and a warden extolling the virtues of his stone since fallen city and decrying us, our companions, for lack of such virtue, and no one to pay us. How did you first meet? There's not much to tell about how we all fell together. I'm sure you would not find it interesting. I saved Hestel's life when we were young. Let us just say that she was in over her head and I came to her rescue. I should not have even been on that island, but you cannot see where life will take you. Hestel did not. That whole business with the unpleasant corsair and the leaking ship, I have not thought about it in years. Quillen vowed to write a song about it, but he never did, and, well, now he never will. We met Cufuron that year, I believe in Ithilien, and he followed us first because he lost a game of knives, if you believe it. After a few, he came to respect Hestel, and now he would die for her. I cannot remember what life was like before I started journeying with these people. Less exciting, I think, but even that memory is hazy now. What happened to Quillen? We were a day north of Caer Andros when we saw our first sign that something was wrong. Orcs were beginning to cross the river in small parties, but there seemed to be no end to these groups. We tried to move stealthily and quickly and paid the price for it. Cufuron twisted his ankle fiercely and cried out. Luckily, no orcs heard the cry, or Mr. Quillen wanted to tend to his friend's hurts. No, we told him. Wait until we are safe. But his concern was too great that he could not wait. It would be his very last song. We fought off the orcs, but it was unanimously decided that perhaps Quillen should try something less dangerous. He was going to see if the life of a farmer suited him better than that of an adventurer for hire. Certainly we may live longer, though we miss him every day. Why can't you keep moving north? Have you seen how many orcs patrol the border of this land now? They seem to be looking for something, but what it might be I cannot say. Perhaps we could sneak our way north, if fortune smiled, but we cannot go anywhere until we have rescued our guardian. I met Istron in a cave. Oh, I already did that one.
Shortly after we arrived in the East Wall, I lost my prized sword to the orcs.
I was set upon by orcs and barely escaped with my life. There were perhaps a dozen of the creatures, and I thought I gave better than I got. There were simply too many of them. My greatest shame is that I retreated, Kippen, and I lost my sword as I did. I have borrowed this old thing from Hestel, but it is not a good sword, and definitely not as good as my own. A high-quality blade from Gondor. It is probably in the hands of some orc now. If you could find it and return it to me, I would be indebted to you. I do not even know where to begin such a search, Kippen. There are many orcs throughout the East Wall. It could be on any of them, if the orc that took it even remains in this land. Okay, so there are a lot of quests to do here, and I think I'm going to start helping out this fellowship here. Quirky little fellowship, but I'll do so in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.